What's up, MTG Arena fans? I'm Mason Ortiz, and this is my channel, MTG Budget Brew. My goal is to provide fun and interesting decks on a budget, and to make my decks budget, I limit myself by only using a total of 4 rare/mythic cards in a deck, so I'll place its worth. As you can see, I'm doing my intro a little bit differently today. We're starting off in a match. Yes, I'm not showing the deck, prior. We're just going to hop right into a match, and I'm going to explain it as we go through the first game. So, our 4 rares for today are all copies of Skrelv's Hive. In fact, we're about to play it, so let me show you. Skrelv's Hive, 1 and white for an enchantment that says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. And it also has Corrupted. As long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink. So, our goal for this deck is to build up a bunch of mites and then, swing with them. And hopefully try to win through Toxic. Let's see. Turn 3. We've got some plays. I'm going to go with... target artifact. I'm going to play this. It's going to exile our opponent's artifact. And we're going to pass. But the card that we built this deck around today is not our rare card, actually. It is Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive, which you probably saw in the thumbnail. 1 and a blue for a 1/3 human rogue that says creatures you control with power or toughness 1 or less can't be blocked. Tetsuko, I think, is really, really strong with toxic creatures. There's a lot of good toxic creatures that only have 1 power or toughness, which means that they'll become unblockable. And not being able to block toxic seems like it's really, really strong. Now, I've spent a couple hours trying to make this deck the best that it can be, and I still don't think that I've fully cracked breaking toxic with Tetsuko, but I think right now I've got a solid list. Let's see. I'm gonna play Contentious Plan here. We're gonna proliferate. One is that automatically, I don't get to choose what counters get proliferated. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know proliferate worked that way. Proliferate, choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. Oh. Well, I gave him more energy. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's part of our game plan, so we're going to keep going. Now we're going to play Experimental Augury. We're going to grab probably this card. I'm still gonna proliferate. I don't care about him getting more energy. He just needs more toxic counters. Now he's up to 8. Sick. But yeah, so Tetsuko pairs really strong, really well with toxic, I think. Not that it's really mattered in this match, because our opponent hasn't played any creatures. But yeah. So let's see. So we have a lot of targets that Tetsuko can make unblockable. We have Crawling Chorus, it's a 1/1 with Toxic 1, and when it dies, it replaces itself with a Might. We have Jawbone Duelist, 1/1 with double strike and Toxic 1. So if this connects, it's putting 2 poison counters on our opponent, which is pretty sick. Skrelv's Hive, it makes us 1/1s, and can eventually give them lifelink, which is nice. It helps us, survive a little longer until we get all the poison counters on our opponent. We then have some Proliferate, which you saw. We have Contentious Plan and Experimental Augury. This says Proliferate, draw a card. Experimental Augury says, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Then Proliferate. We have some Curate. Just Surveil 2, draw a card. Just some more early game draw. Tetsuko we already saw. Let's see, we have 2 copies of Annex Sentry, which I like a lot, actually. Our opponent's popping off, but if they don't get haste, I don't care. Annex Sentry, 2 and a white for a 1/4 Phyrexian Cleric with Toxic 1. When enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until Annex Sentry leaves the battlefield. After that, we have Charge of Mites, which is not a creature itself, but it has 2 options. It can create 2 1/1 Mites, or it can deal damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. So it can develop our board or be removal for our opponent's board a little bit, which is nice. It's a nice flexible card. I like it a lot. And lastly, we have Flensing Raptor, which cannot become unblockable with Tetsuko. However, it says, so it's a 2/2 with flying with Toxic 1, and it says, when enters the battlefield, another target creature you control, Toxic, gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. So it's another form of evasion. Yeah. And we're running 24 lands. It's weird. I thought I'd drop this down to 23, but I guess we're running 24. 11 plains, 10 islands, and 3 Tranquil Coves. But yeah, as we can see in the background here, my opponent has popped off. Oh, they got an Omniscience out. Well, if we can get 2 of our mites to survive this turn, we might still win. We need both of them to survive. My opponent has played like 100 worth of stats in the time that I was explaining the deck. I really hope we get to win this. I think that'd be... Oh my god. There's no way. He really just passed it back. And here is the power of Tetsuko. We're going to drop Tetsuko. He can no longer block. We swing with 3 mites, and that's good game. Wow. That was awesome. That was great. That was really nice. All right. Well, this is the beginning. This is our intro, and I hope you guys like this. This is a new idea I'm trying out because honestly, I've been almost struggling to make the intros. The intros are my least favorite part of a video to make, and I don't know. I was thinking that maybe it would feel better, more natural for me, and that I would enjoy it more if we did it while, you know, already in a match. So I will see you guys in our next match. All right, here we are in game number 2. Right, so let's see. I'm gonna... Ooh. Do I want to take it slow? I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy and play out Crawling Chorus on turn 1 and not play our tap lane. Yeah, here we're just gonna drop Jawbone Duelist. We pick up a 3rd land, which is cool, which means on turn 3 I can still play a 3-drop. Turn 4 I can play another 3-drop. And finally the Tranquil Cove. I'm gonna take my earbud out. But yeah, I hope you guys liked, I hope you guys are fine with the intro that I was trying out today. Let's see. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Wait. Ooh, this is CMC 2? Dude, rip you. We're about to put our opponent up to 4 toxic counters already. Hell yeah. Good job, Annex Sentry. Killing it. But yeah, I hope you guys were fine with the intro, enjoyed it. Still got a good enough idea about what we're trying to do with the deck. And that's game. Did I have fun in the match? I did. I don't think our opponent did. I think they're gonna vote frowny face. But we're just gonna hop into the next one, because that one was like crazy short. It's not even worth me, you know, trimming this down, cutting that part out. Honestly, god damn it, I saw my camera lag and I still can't get it to stop, and I don't know why it happens. It's very upsetting. But yeah, the intros. I don't know, man. I didn't enjoy making intros the way that I was doing it. I was writing a script, trying to cover everything in the deck, right? Trying to go over like all the choices that I made, why certain cards are in here, reading out a bunch of the cards, stuff like that. And I don't know. And I wanted it to just come out perfectly, and then I have to spend a couple hours editing it, even though it's only a few minutes long. It would take me a couple hours, at least one, just to edit the other cards and stuff, even just as, you know, like overlays as layers to the intro. And I just wasn't enjoying making it. And if I don't enjoy making it, why would I keep making it, you know? So I'm trying this out. And now this is a problem that this deck, I'm not even going to say that this deck has had. I'm going to say this is a problem that I have had today. See this? You see this double planes? I have been struggling so hard today. My RNG has been the most dog shit I have ever seen it. I continuously get hands with like triple planes, triple islands. I have no shit gone a hand with triple planes, mulliganed, and then got double islands next. The game, it just doesn't want me to have both colors of mana. It really just doesn't. It's been super annoying and super frustrating today. And we're going to see how long it takes us to find an island or even a Tranquil Cove now. So you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe I should have tried for the mulligan. But again, I didn't even think it was worth it. We're going to go with Skrelv's Hive. I probably should have read this. Players can't cast spells from the graveyards or activate abilities of cards in graveyards. Whenever a creature dies, you gain 1 life. That's fine. They are a life gain deck. We don't really care. We're playing Toxic. And look at that. Look at this land issue. Again, this is another issue that I've had. I can't draw lands. I can't. It's one issue or the other or both. I'm getting the only one color, or I can't draw any more lands. Only one color, or we can't draw lands. Look how much of my hand is blue. We have a very, very pretty even split. Alright, we have 11 plains, 10 islands. That's only one more plains. And then we have 3 Tranquil Coves. And here we are on turn 4. Because we already missed a land. No blue yet. No blue yet. Alright, anyway, I'm going to play Charge of the Mites here. We're going to create 2 more 1/1s. We're going to swing. And I'll put 3 counters on our opponent. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, back with the intro thing. I enjoyed making this one. You know, for this went very well. That first game was fucking lit. Bro, you see this? You see that lack of a land draw? Do you see that? I'm not crazy. I know I'm not. I can see it happening. I've been playing all day. I've been playing all day trying to make this deck work. And our opponent, it looks like they've been getting pretty screwed on mana too. They're only at 2. That's bad. And that's just game. Oh, thank you, Tranquil Cove. Yeah, at the very end of the game. That doesn't, you don't even count, Tranquil Cove. You don't even count. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, here we are in another game, and look at that. Look at that. We have both colors of mana. Isn't it so nice to see? Bro, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous how much I've struggled with land today. I don't know what they did in the update, but I swear it's fucked with us. I'm gonna grab Skrelv's Hive. It's happened too much today while I've been playing. It can't be a coincidence. It can't be. Let's see. I think I dropped Skrelv's Hive and a Crawling Course. Yeah, I've been playing like all afternoon trying to make this deck. Again, just perfect. The best that it can be. And I still don't know if this is the best version, but it is a solid version. Which, I mean, we've already played 3 games, technically. Won all 3. Or, yeah, won all 3. Because there was the intro game, a super short one that was literally like a minute, and then the game that we just did. Let's see. Here I'm going to play Island. I'm going to play Tetsuko. It's going to make our chorus unblockable. That's going to put a poison counter on our opponents. And now we're going to Contentious Plan so we can proliferate that counter. And then we're going to draw a card. Sick. I don't like playing Tetsuko out this early, but our opponent already has blockers. So I think it's fine. Tetsuko is very vulnerable. We don't have any protection for it in the game or in the deck. I did have some, what is it? Slip out the backs in the deck list at one point. And even an all seed of, what is it? All Seed of Life's Bounty. Because that, you can pay 1 mana, sack it, target creature, or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. So it also could protect our Skrelv's Hive, which is probably the second best card in the deck, right after Tetsuko. So yeah, again, I've played around with a lot of different versions of this deck, only in these colors though. I haven't tried going with black yet, splashing in black, but I think it might be the way to go. Again, I just don't know that I can do it on a budget. 3 colors is really tough on a budget. You got to play so many tap lands. Like, it's going to be rough, I think. But I do plan on, you know, continuing to try this out and trying to make it work. Let's see here. I kind of really want to set up this other Hive, but I don't know that we need to. This might just be better. We're going to create 2 more 1/1s. We're going to set that up. What do you do? It's got a -1 and a -4. I actually think I have to stop that -4. Because I could pretty much wipe our board. -4 deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers, where X is greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. So we really had to stop that. Because if he got something with like 5 power, then -4'd it, then he could just wipe our board. And that'd be really bad. But next turn, we can go face, and we'll put, assuming Tetsuko lives, assuming our board state remains the same, we can get our opponent up to 8 counters. And that's pretty high. 8's pretty high. Yeah. Yeah, so I think black could help this deck out. They destroy Skrelv's Hive. That's okay, that's okay. We'll take another land, that's fine. Yeah. But again, I really want to experiment with it more. Because again, I think Tetsuko just has insane potential with toxic creatures. Tovolar. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So again, even if I have to add more rares, I'll make the deck for me. And actually, honestly, if I can make a deck work, no. If I can find a really, really good version with, you know, with all 3 colors, even with additional rares, I have been thinking about making separate, I don't know, playlist or series where I say fuck it and I use however many rares I want. Or, you know, as few as I need to make a deck work. So we'll see. That might be an idea that I do. Just going to play both of these things. It doesn't matter which one of these we give. Actually. Ooh, do I have to do this? Where's the battlefield? Another target creature control toxic gets +1/+1 against flying until end of turn. That's bad. I actually don't. Fuck. I don't want the CTB. Because if we give it +1/+1, if we give any of these +1/+1, they are no longer unblockable. Oh, I guess it gets flying. Never mind. I'm a clown. Don't mind me. Let's see. You are going to hit the Planeswalker. Everything else, on the face. Yeah. Opponent's up to 8. Other things flip. We're only at 12 life, and we have only 1 blocker. So this is going to be close. This is going to be very close. I don't even know what your +1 has been doing. Add a green and red. Spend this mana, only cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. He could definitely kill us right now. Just by using Tovolar's ability, he could definitely kill us. He spent too much mana, I think. No, are we still dead anyway? No, we're dead anyway. We'll gain 2 life. We can block 7. We're going to take 15, 21. Yeah, we just lose. That's alright. It happens. We got our opponent to 8. And it's pretty close. Yes. Alright. That is our first loss that you guys have seen. Definitely not my first loss with the deck. But it's fine. It happens. Our opponents, they just went too big, too fast. Yeah. And these poor little guys, they can't block. I maybe could have held back a Crawling Chorus or 2. Maybe. In fact, thinking about it now, maybe I was too greedy. I think, yeah, you know what? I think I was maybe too greedy. If I had held these back, only swung with these 4, our opponent still would have been at 6. We could have used these as blockers. They would have replaced themselves with another Might. Tetsuko survived that turn, which means that we would have been able to swing out again. Lesson learned. I gotta think about the long game. I gotta think one more turn out, which I should have done a better job of doing. I gotta remember, these guys, it's fine to hold them back, use it as a blocker, because again, it replaces itself. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright, here we are in another game. As you can see, I have invited Cookie to join us this time, and our opening hand is looking pretty good. Got both colors of mana. We've even got a 1-drop to go with it. And a nice little 1-2-3 curve. It's pretty good. Isn't that exciting, Cookie? Oh my god. Alright. Good job, Cookie. You did it. You did it. They couldn't handle us. They said, what, two opponents? 2 brains are better than 1, Cookie. Even if you're a dog. They couldn't handle it. Alright, we're just gonna jump into the next one too. Man, this just happened in our game 2/3 as well. That's crazy, Cookie. People are just out here conceding turn 0. Don't know why. Don't know why. Maybe they saw the Elish Norn. They're like, you know what? This guy, He's for sure playing Toxic. Nah, I'm not about it. Maybe people think Toxic is that toxic already. Hi, Cookie. I'm going to rotate this way. Oh, alright. Cookie's leaving us. Yeah. So lazy. She got her one win, and now she's done. Ugh. God, how do you shed so much still? Cookie has very short hair. And so, like, I feel like I don't normally notice her shedding that much. Like, earlier today, I even took her outside, gave her a good brush for, like, 10 minutes. And she still just shed a bunch of hair on me right now. It's crazy. Okay, look at this hand. Triple island, though. Pretty ass. So we're gonna mulligan. Alright. We're gonna keep 6. We didn't get screwed a second time. The question is, what do I want to dump? I think I'm gonna get rid of the Curate, actually. It sucks to have a turn 1 play. Ooh. But I need to get down Tranquil Cove. Damn it, dude. I hate running tap lands. I do. I really do. But we just need to, man. Again, if this wasn't a tap land, there's a good chance. It was 50-50 shot. It was either another plains or it would have been another island. And again, our hand might have ended up triple plains and we'd have just been screwed. However, we lucked out. We found another crawling chorus. And believe it or not, I did think about that, and that is why I decided to go with Tranquil Cove. Really, I was thinking that there might be another 2-drop that we draw into and would rather play, but second 1-drop, I'll take that too. But yeah, like this deck, I don't know what it's been to. Yeah, Jesus. I don't know what's been up with it today. Or Arena as a whole. I've just been really struggling with lands. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. But even so, we're getting through it. We're getting past it. Still getting wins. Feels good. And yeah, that's about it. Let's see. Man, we're about to put our opponent in a really tough spot. We're going to play Annex Sentry here. We're going to get rid of their champion of the parish. And now our opponent gets 2 toxic counters. Pretty sick. And they're just done with it. They don't want it. They don't want it. Alright, here we are in another match. And unfortunately, let's see. Are we on the play or are we on the draw? If we're on the draw, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play Crawling Chorus turn 1. We might end up not having a turn 2 play. Because then I'll have to Tranquil Cove on turn 2. But if we're on the play, I will Tranquil Cove. But yeah, man, these games have been going by fairly quickly. And this is going to be our last game already. I think technically I have 6 games recorded. Oh, we're on the play. Damn it, dude. But yeah, we've had 2 opponents quit within like a minute of playing. And I was about to start showing off the fact that I did purchase all of the new Phyrexian emotes. We got, you know, all of the freighters here. We got Shieldred. We got Urbrask. Shieldred's out here telling you, shut the fuck up. Urbrask is telling us, you know, bring it on. Let's see who else we got. We got Vorinclex, who doesn't know what the fuck's going on. But that makes sense. She's a big old beast, right? I clicked the wrong one. We got Jin Gataxius being quite devious out here. And we have the best of the Praetors, Elish Norn, who's just all lovey-dovey right now. Yeah, I like Elish Norn the most out of all of these. Is it the best? Is it the strongest of the Praetors? I'm not sure. And I mean, they all have 2 versions now, so you'd have to compare versions. But like, Jin Gataxius, crazy strong, but I'm not a blue player. I'm really not a blue player. Vorinclex is fine. Pretty strong. Shieldred, the newer one, has put in a lot of work. My opponent... Why are you swinging this at me? When it dies, target creature you don't control gets -1/-1 so on its turn. Never mind. Yeah, you almost had me. But I followed one of the best pieces of advice in Magic. Read the card. Read the card. I'm going to get greedy here. I'm going to drop Tetsuko and Crawling Chorus. And we're going to get in for 2 Toxic counters already. Or 2 Poison counters. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. The newer Shieldred, I do like it a lot. And then Urbrask it's fine. Urbrask, I don't know. He's always felt a little bit weaker to me. I think both versions I was a little underwhelmed with. Let's see. Urbrask, the hidden. Creatures you control have haste. Creatures your opponent control enter the battlefield. Tapped. Okay. 5 mana, 4/4. And the newer Urbrask, Heretic Praetor, also 5 mana, 4/4. Haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library. They may play it this turn. Interesting. I'm not sure how the second part really helps or benefits you. They're not drawing. I don't know. I don't know how that benefits you, really. The first part's nice. Oh, no. Actually, that's not even... Wait a minute. That says upkeep. I think I can block this rat, can't I? When this dies, proliferates. It has Toxic 1. I'm going to say no blocks. I wasn't paying attention to whether or not they played a land. And I felt like they were baiting me still. If they still had a land to play, they could have put the -1. They could have dealt 1 damage to Tetsuko, put the -1/-1 counter on it, played a 3rd land in their second main phase, and had some kind of removal spell that would finish off Tetsuko. So I didn't want to risk it. Here we're just going to create 2 more mites. And we're going to swing in. I'm even going to swing with Tetsuko because I'm not going to use it as a blocker. It's too important. And I'm too paranoid. We do miss a land drop there, so that feels bad. Our opponent, they have also missed a land drop as well. So, and we both seem to be struggling. Oh, hey, Whisper of the Draw. Start creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, proliferate. See, okay, I was smart to play around the block. If they did have another land that they could play last turn, they could have hit Tetsuko with a Whisper of the Draw, so it would have killed it. Oh, and they just proliferate. Oh, what the fuck? They just proliferate, and they didn't even get to that point. They just conceded. Huh. Kind of an anticlimactic ending. Let's hop into final thoughts. All right, here we are in final thoughts. This is the deck list again, and yeah, I don't know. You guys saw it in action. A lot of people, few people there, they did not they did not like the Toxic, I don't think. Yeah. I've already talked about the deck a lot. I don't think it's fully fleshed out yet. I don't think the potential that Tetsuko has is fully and, completely utilized here in this deck. I think it's a very solid deck list. I think it's a very nice way to, play a Toxic deck. Yeah, improvements. I don't know what improvements it needs yet. But overall, I think this is a really, really solid list. Skrelv's Hive, really good card. Very, very good card. And yeah, this is only the first, first real deck that I've put together using, the new cards. And it's only day 2, right? It's only day 2 since Phyrexia All Will Be One has been released. People are going to find some insane busted stuff still. And in fact, there's already the most busted card is probably already any day now. Venerated Rot Priest. 1 green for 1/2 Toxic 1. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. This card is super, super busted. It's crazy strong. And during my pack opening video, I talked for a little bit about this card and how strong it is. If you pair this card, we're going to throw him right here, with, I just had it. I just had the name. It's Ivy. With Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief, it's fucking crazy. Because Venerated Rot Priest says, whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. Which means that they will get a poison counter even if you target your creature yourself, right? Ivy says, whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy that spell. That copy targets Ivy. So if you play this on turn 1, play this on turn 2. On turn 3, you have 3 mana available to you. You could play 3 1-drop spells that target a single creature. You play 3... Let's find some instance here. Boom. Let's go with green instead. You could play, fuck it, 3 Blossoming Defenses, all targeting Venerated Rot Priest. That's going to be 3 poison counters that your opponent's going to get. But every single one of those copies will be copied, and that copy will target Ivy. So that would be 6 poison counters that your opponent would get. And it's crazy. It's nuts, dude. And like, the fact that it's the spells that you cast, spells that you cast that target this also put a poison counter on your opponent is super crazy, because you could just be playing like a Snakeskin Veil. You could just be trying to keep your creature alive. Your opponents could have a removal spell, be trying to kill your fucking Rot Priest. That will trigger it. It'll get a poison counter. Your opponent will get a poison counter. And in response, you're like, ha, that's cute. I'm just going to Snakeskin Veil right here and protect it. And you know what? You get another poison counter right now. It's nuts. It gives all of these spells, all of these instants, all the sorceries, not even just the 1-drops, all of them. It pretty much says that all of them, they give your opponent a toxic, a poison counter. It's nuts. Venerated Rot Priest, it's nuts. In fact, I might still, again, I talked about this earlier, I might make decks that use a couple more rares. And this would be a deck that I really want to make. Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief, and Venerated Rot Priest. These 2 together, I think, again, would be nuts. But that's going to wrap up the video. Again, I hope you were fine with the intro. Please let me know what you thought of it. And if you want me to go back to what I was doing before, setting this up, layering these out, taking a couple minutes in the beginning to talk about all the cards, show them bigger and blown up in the center, go over the game plan, all the stuff that I was doing before, let me know. I can swap back to that. It's just I didn't enjoy writing up the script for that and then trying to record the script perfectly and stuff, and it would just take a while to edit it afterwards as well. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. So I hope to see you guys in the next one.